Good evening. Welcome to First Take Live. Good to have you with us. I don't know where I was looking. I decided to look around the room. Anyways, hey, tonight, if you're a gadget person, you're going to love tonight. If there's electronics that you're looking for, if there is computer, you got computer questions, you want to hear about it. You've got, you're talking about it's a digital Christmas. You want to buy something. What are the ones to avoid? What are the ones to go with? What are they all about? Well, Mark is from, I'm going to call him Mark Avanzar because that's the name of his company. DeLeon is here from Avanzar, and man, we got some stuff here. So you're a small business that started up and thinking you could compete with the big boys.
Well, yeah. We started about 7 years ago. Opportunity came along. I was, I guess, downsized at that time, and I said, hey, let me jump into things and do it myself. So the opportunity in the office supplies and technology market was available. And we are very specific in the way we do things. Unlike a lot of our competitors, even some of the big box people, everything to everyone, we work with our clients to be very specific and deal with their needs and apply technology to their needs, as opposed to people, and that's a mistake a lot of people make when they're going and buying technology.
What do you mean?
Well, they look at the flyers and they say, hey, look at the price of that.
Yeah, $4.99.
Exactly. So you go out, you buy this thing, it may last you, a year and a half, and it really does never meet your needs. So we work with our customers to find what they need, what's appropriate for their long-term use, and find the technology that will work with them.
Can you be competitive?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
A lot of people would be surprised that you could be because, of course, you see this computer on for sale for $5.99. But I guess you're saying competitive with the right product.
Competitive with the right product. And we also have access to a lot of products that you won't find in the big box store.
Yeah, because I'm going to show one later. I'm going to show one in a minute. When we get to this one, I'm going to hold this one up. And this one here, you got to find out what this one. I won't tell you until the second break. But this. Tim from Tool Time would love this one. It is an amazing computer. We'll talk about it in a moment. All right, but that's the kind of stuff you wouldn't see at a Best Buy.
You would not see at a big box store. And so we have a lot of product like that. And again, it's a matter of fitting the product to the customer as opposed to the customer saying, hey, that's a good deal.
What do you think is the major thing that people are buying with? They buying because they think it's price, or they think it's, are people actually starting to look beyond say, what is the usable lifespan of this thing? I
think so. I think people are looking beyond, people are starting to get more intelligent with buying. But unfortunately, they're not getting all the information when they get it to the big box stores.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the quality of, there is some pretty knowledgeable stuff, but the training, you're immersed in this. Some of these people that work at these big box stores are part-time.
Yep, absolutely.
And they're students, and that's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And I think some of them have good information because it's technology they play with. But what's the difference between what do you do and what you can probably get at a big box store?
Well, my background, I'm a certified computer and network technician as well as a business owner.
Oh, so you're a geek.
Well, okay, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'm one of them guys. And there are a lot of guys out there like me who know what goes on in the background, who know what to look for. Just walking into a big box store, let's take, for argument's sake, a plasma television. Okay.
Yeah, that's a big purchase.
A big purchase. People say, well, what's the difference between a plasma television that's going to cost me $2,500 or an LCD TV, same size, is going to cost me $700? Well, there's a big difference. Not the simple fact that one's an LCD and plasma, but there's in terms of the way the technology is developed. So one plasma can differ from another plasma.
Now, there was a time with plasmas that the images were getting burned onto the screen if they held the image. Is that still the problem?
For some.
And a lot of people don't realize that. So if they leave, let's say, an image on for a very long time, let's say they're doing a PowerPoint or they're showing a slide or something in someone's picture, they decide to put feed it in there, that image will be locked in there for some.
Well, it depends on what brand you buy, right? Panasonic, who happens to be one of my favorite vendors, they have a line of plasma called Viera. And they have developed a technique, and this is part of many of their plasmas, that will allow you to balance out those issues and solve those issues almost completely. So you don't have those
Okay, so there's issues. Plasma and LCD. And LCD, is it as good as plasma, worse?
In my eye, I'm going to be very...
Well, I want your opinion.
My opinion is that if you are a videophile, you will like plasma much better than LCD. Or even if you're a sports buff, particularly if you're a sports buff, or you like to watch movies where there's high action, okay? LCD tends to be very jumpy when the action on the screen gets very fast.
Okay.
Okay. In fact, many LCDs, when you think you're watching HD digital, because of the speed of the LCD having to change, or the little pixels having to change, the quality of picture actually drops below analog in many cases.
Really?
Really. Whereas in plasma, that's not the case on many plasma televisions. Wow. So you're maintaining your quality of picture that you're paying for. You pay $2,000 to look at plasma and plasma quality. You want to make sure your picture remains.
So for the show, I just want to let you know, tonight you can call in if you have any questions about computers. By the way, I mean, today as Mark and I were on the phone, I was having a problem with my laptop. And he said to me, okay, we'll do this, this, and this. So he is actually an excellent guy to talk to if you're having any problems technology-wise. For those of you that love Vista out there, is there anyone out there? How do you get maybe what you bought with Vista back to XP? You can ask some of those questions because they do all service and things like that. So the phones are wide open tonight. You're welcome to call in and ask a question. We're looking forward to hearing from you. Now, Mark, let's go to a couple gadgets for a moment, then we'll come back. I want to talk some gadgets. Start? Well, I don't want to start with this really cool one here because if I start with this one here, then the show's over. Yeah. Because this one here, this here.
That's the bad boy.
Yeah, this one, no, I'm not going to talk about it. This is what I'm going to talk about right here. I'm going to talk about this one right here. And I'm going to do this right now. So this is one. I want to talk about these small little things that these, let me see if we can get a shot of this. I've got it here on this camera. I'm like, oh, sorry,
that's
wrong way.
There you go.
I'm an idiot. Okay. So I've got this thing right here. Now, what am I looking at?
You are looking at the G line of digital cameras.
Look how small it looks. Yeah, I gotta squish your head. Okay.
Now, it's a great lightweight product. The picture quality is fantastic.
Okay, hang on. This is another GE.
That's another GE product as well, too. Right. Now, the difference between the two
is that my hands are huge.
Well, yeah.
Two. Look at that. Okay, got them.
Now, the difference between the two of them is optical zoom quality. Yeah. The one at the top can do up to 32 times zoom, both optical and digital.
I feel like I'm on the shopping channel by doing this. Now, what do people have to look out for when they're buying stuff like this?
Well, one, you got to look for simplicity of use.
Okay.
Okay. If it's too complex, you're not going to bother with it. You're just going to chuck it and buy something else.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Okay, but are there ones that are really hard to use?
There are ones that are hard to use, and others. There are ones that you want something that's very intuitive. So when you turn it on, you maybe press a button, turn a dial.
So you're not going to be smart.
Yeah.
See, tell me.
Go ahead.
No. Now, hang on. So I don't know how to turn this on. So
the on button's on the top.
Oh, the on button. Okay, there I am. Oh, there you are. Okay.
And it's real simple. You just point and press the button. It's that simple.
Now, why are these so popular now? Because they're so small?
Small, easy to carry.
And how many pixels? Like what is like?
Megapixel.
Megapixel.
Yeah, so it's all rated in megapixel. This particular one, I believe, is 8 megapixel. Okay. Now with cameras, the more megapixels you get, usually the better the quality of the megapixel.
Look at this.
See? Smile.
I just got you.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, you're all moving and everything. That's cool. Okay. So megapixel. How many megapixels is this?
I believe that one's 8 megapixel.
That's good.
That is good. That's on the higher end.
Years ago, I bought one that was 4.
Yeah, it probably cost you a lot of money back then. Yeah.
What's this going to cost me?
Yeah, that's going to cost you about $180, $190.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, when you take a look at GE, you have GE here, but you see the one that Avril Lavigne now advertising all over the place.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? Why? I mean,
that one is called a digital SLR. If you're familiar with the old cameras with the lenses that come off.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So a digital SLR allows you to be more creative in it. It's more of a. It brings you a step up more than the professional.
Okay, so you look like you know what you're doing versus point and shoot. And
exactly, exactly. Now, a lot of people, again, going back to the Panasonic line of products, they brought out a digital SLR in which they have actually removed from the camera the mirror system on the inside and gone full digital camera.
And so that means what?
Faster, better quality. Actually, a smaller body, lighter body. So if you are lugging around a lot of cameras, maybe you're a paparazzi or something.
Yeah, we have that problem here at Checks. We have to give them the camera. Yeah, we have to give them the camera to take a picture of us.
So it helps you lower the weight and still have access to all of the higher end professional.
Now people can buy this through you.
Yes.
Now, can any customer? What I liked about when I talked about it, most people would realize it looks like you're mostly for business, but anybody can come to you.
Anybody can come to me. We can help pretty much anyone. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, do you have a shop or you send people online?
We are online, www.avanzar.ca. Now, we have about 15,000 items listed online, most of